The new Way of Winter scenario of Once Human comes with a ton of new resources to farm. Animal skins with unique bonuses and delicious snacks to maximize your resistances. Knowing where to farm these is essential for survival. So guys, it's your man Vorium again with a new guide in which I'm going to share my favorite farm spots for polar bears, seals, rabbits, ice melons, snow fungi and a whole lot more. So without further ado, let's get right to it. As usual, timestamps can be found in the description for all the resources. If you found another great farm spot, by the way, please do share your coordinates in the description down below. And of course, if you find the info valuable, a like would be very much appreciated. Let's start off with crocodile hides. These come with a very nice bonus to heat resistance on both the chest and the leg guards. I had most luck finding these in the Venafjord region, specifically at the Greenfield teleportation tower. You want to make your way to the east, and this is where you will find the Wishlands theme park, let's say. Two different POIs, while I managed to find one right next to the Rift Anchor, Wishland West. This is where you will find the water where the crocodiles are usually swimming around. Next up, we have the seals, for which you want to travel to the Onyx Tundra. I actually have them on my own beach. I mean, they are too nice to kill, honestly. But this is also why I decided to live right here, because it's such a peaceful place, very close to a teleportation tower, where you can farm a ton of these animals. Unfortunately, for showcase purposes, I'm gonna have to make this kill quick, but there we go. We get our hands on a nice seal skin. We've got a pack of 3 right here, all heading to the sea. You can see that we're currently at the tidal bore teleportation tower in the very eastern part of the Onyx Tundra. On both the chest and the legs, these come with a nice resistance to cold and frost, plus 10 with an additional 5 when dampened, while with the bear skin you can get plus 10. Also recover 3% of your HP upon defeating an enemy at or below 10 degrees Celsius. So in my opinion, this is an even more interesting animal to hunt for, which can be found at different locations. First off, we have the Hills Moving House, very close to the Dried Harbor. This is where I managed to find like 2 or 3 roaming in the northeastern part of this lake area. There are plenty of houses of other players right here, so I wouldn't really recommend farming this spot. You can also find a couple of them north of the Ice House camp or Igloo camp right there. Well, I recommend you to use the teleportation tower Wishland, as this will bring you to the northern part of the Onyx Tundra. Right there at the ice caps, you can actually find a ton of these polar bears. If you want to repair your gear in the new scenario, you're gonna need leftovers, as you can see right here. These can be made from all sorts of skin you find during your adventure, including rawhides, also an interesting one for different crafts. If you skin piggies, well, this is how you can get them. And I managed to find a nice farm which you can constantly reset if you switch the phase in the Onyx Tundra to the south right here, exactly at the East Blackstone teleportation tower. Right here at the very tower itself, look to the south, and this is where you will instantly find a pack of 3. I know this is not a lot, but after you've skinned him, you can simply get back to the teleportation tower, switch the worlds, and this should let them spawn back instantly, as you can see. So right now we can just take him down once again, and that's going to be a whole lot more skins for you. While this place also comes with a nice frost notes, and look at that, we even found some silver right here, with even a level 3 Digby boy. GG. Remember the teleportation tower, which we've talked about earlier, to visit Mr. Wish's theme park? Well, in the very middle between Venafjord and Onyx Tundra, this is also where you can farm for a ton of both buffalo hides. Right here we have a nice pack of those, but also reindeer. So a fantastic place to get your hands on both skins and also a nice amount of these Spikemato snacks. They wanted beef with me? Well, seems like I'm getting the beef this time. Anyways, let's move on to the next farm spots for plants and other types of snacks introduced with the winter update. For this one, we're gonna make our way close to the entrance of the Zone of Haze. This is where you can find the Frost West Teleportation Tower, but also, if you want, you can check out this one, the Frostforge Teleportation Tower itself. This one also instantly brings you to the Chaos Weaver, level 30 world boss. Very interesting one, but what you're gonna do right here is simply jump down and start flying or gliding towards that furnace. If you drop down right here, look at all the precious you can find in this region. We're not there yet, we're just getting started. First, we want to make our way down in the canyon a little bit. And wow, motorcycle is going crazy. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is Valhalla. Check out these massive plains filled with all sorts of snacks. But also keep your eyes open for them rabbits, because these also come with a very nice skin you can use for various crafts, for an increased yield boost and so much more. While this is also where you can pick up a ton of the mint. This is not the only thing right here. As you can see, we've got a whole lot more in the distance. So that's the mint. Right here, we also have a ton of the sunny ginger. So if you want to farm both of these, in my opinion, this is the absolute best place to do so. But this is not yet the end. I mean, this is a multi-farm where you can find pretty much everything for the end game. Right in between the Zone of Haze and the Frost Forge, well, we also have aluminum, we've got copper, we've got tin in the distance, we've got iron, and also the frost melons. So we're going to quickly pick up this ginger, and there we have them. Well, ice melons. We've got another one right there, another one right there, another one right there. So yeah, I'd say the absolute best farm spot for the end game if you want to pick up all sorts of items. We also saw some Spikematos right there. We're going to talk about an even better farm spot for that in a second. But let me quickly drive to the north, as I managed to find even more of these ice melons at this specific spot. It's very close to it. Also comes with the tungsten. Check it out. We've got some ice melon right here. We've got another ice melon. If we take out our sniper quickly, that's numero 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, man, there are so many of them. If we follow the road to the north, by the way, this is where you can find plenty more farms together. Also some frost nodes, as you can see. But in my opinion, for specifically the Spikematos, there is a much better farm spot. Where's the teleportation tower? Ah, finally. We also got some piggies right here, by the way. So, this time, once again, the Vanna Fjord. You want to check out this teleportation tower west of the theme park called Greenfield. Check it out. So many Spikematos. The Harbor District. From this place, also take out your motorcycle and drive to the southwest. If you do that, you once again get right in front of a ton of these Spikematos. I think people like this farm because there's just so much to pick up right here. It's practically impossible to run out of them. You just want to look around the roads basically, as yeah, there is no end to this insane farming spot. The fields are filled with reds of all the tasty Spikematos. We're gonna pick up a couple more right here. It's getting dark, so let's move on to the next couple plants. Honeysuckles are a type of plant you can find pretty much everywhere in the new biome. While this one, very nice to combine with plants exclusive to the colder areas of this campaign. If we go and check out the Vanna Fjord, south of the Bear's Den, this is where you will find a anchor fatal signal. Right there, you also have the Snow Cliffs teleportation tower. It's gonna be a little bit chilly right here, but take the road to the northeast. This is where you can also find these ice melons, but if you go downhill off the road, well, this will bring you to a nice place where you can find these nice honeysuckles. Check it out, walk into the woods as well, and this is where you can also find these snow fungi, the ice melon, and plenty more of that. Right now, we just want to continue into the bushes, and there's going to be much more of these to pick up. Snow fungus, there we go. There's going to be lots of these. Well, I'm kind of missing the peppers right now. These should also be in this area. Ah, finally. So yeah, if you want to farm everything in just one run, go to one specific farm spot. I think this one right here is amazing to pick up every single one of them. Right now, we're standing at this specific place, making our way slowly to the Avalanche Monolith. Whew, that's a little bit warmer. Anyways, the place which I'm currently at is also a nice one to pick up different resources for cooking. This is why I placed the star icon right there. Again, the tidal bore teleportation tower to the far east of the Onyx Tundra. As right here, you can also find shellfish at the coast. You just want to go outside if you also decide to place your base right here and look for those rocks. These are pretty rare. They cannot be found at every beachfront, let's say. But if you drill them or mine them, you will get your hands on some nice shellfish. These can be cooked into some weak spot damage dishes. Pretty interesting. Oof, this is a regular rock, but right here, we also have seaweed. So be sure to pick up these as well, as they're also going to be interesting for the cooking. We've got quite a lot of these right next to the teleportation tower. So after you've picked them up, as well as the rocks, you can just simply switch to another phase and they're going to be there once again. Check it out. The seals, the rocks, seaweed. So definitely interesting if you want to farm a ton of all these different resources. Let's make a couple more salty roasted spikematos and some ice melons. Right now we can also make dried seaweed. This one also interesting as it can be kept pretty long. We've got some grilled snow mushrooms right here. But man, I'm very much looking forward to unlocking all the new memetics from the snacks, as this is going to make cooking a whole lot more interesting. I mean, with dishes too, we already get the new salty roasted spikematos and ice melons. We can also take the taste from the past to make standard dishes. But after the electric stoves, we have dried seaweed. With the integrated kitchen unlocked very soon, well, this is where we have the minty tartare. So also a nice one for heat resist. Minty meat salad. We've got the spicy roasted meat and a whole lot more. But on dishes 3, my absolute favorite right here would be the seafood and meat platter. And also the all-weather stew, as this one comes with insane resistances to both hot and cold. So, there you have it, all the essential resources you want to get your hands on in the early game to maximize your survival capabilities. If you enjoyed the content, a like would be very much appreciated. And of course, share your thoughts, your favorite farm spots in the comments down below. Right now though, it's 4 AM out. Be sure to check out the channel with more tips and tricks for Once Human. I want to wish you good luck with the hunt. I'll check you in the next video or live stream. Peace.